If you're thinking of using the deck foot anchor, one of the questions that often comes up is, hey, what length of auger should I use? Is 24 inch better than 36 inch? And the answer is sometimes, sometimes not. So let me explain. Here I have a 24 inch auger and a 36 inch auger. And for 80 to 90% of the applications, this is the one you're going to want, the 24 inch auger. The only time that you really need a 36 inch auger is if you want more wind uplift resistance, or let's say you're in really sandy type soil and you're afraid that you're going to churn a lot of that soil up before it ever really gets down to some firm stuff. In that case, a 36 inch auger is better. Places like Florida, Tornado Alley, oftentimes, and the soil conditions in much of the country are great for this. But if you've got a really rocky backyard, if you've got a longer auger, chances are you may have made it 24 inches down, no problem, but there's a good likelihood that there's something else lurking in that last 12 inches, either a root or a rock. If that happens, you can retract the augers. Obviously, you've got the drive head there that allows that. Retract it, move it over, and come back down again. So, as I say, most of the time, the 24-inch auger is going to be fine. Remember that the deck foot anchor is a compression load system, so it's firmly anchored into the ground, but its primary purpose is to distribute weight and force, compressive load to the surface of the soil. So it's not to provide any significant lateral resistance. And another question that a lot of people ask is, what happens in frost? What happens if it only freezes 24 inches in my area, so I'm going to get a 36-inch auger? Well, the thing is, it doesn't really matter, and here's why. When that block of soil freezes, let's say 24 inches or 36 inches, and this auger is buried in that zone. Remember that you've got a 1 square foot cap load plate at the top of this that is resting and bearing on the surface of the soil. And that's like a piston head in your motor of your car. And when that soil freezes, that big body of soil which has moisture and it freezes, 24 inches might turn into 24 1/4 inches. So you're going to get a 1/4 inch rise. Or if it's 3 feet of soil, you might get a 1/2 inch rise. And all that force is going to lift up, and whatever is on it, even if it's an elephant or a cement truck, is going to rise with that expansion of the soil. So that load plate never lifts up out of the soil, but it moves with it. And with that in mind, that's why you often hear us recommending, when you use the deck foot, don't ledger attach. By the way, that saves you a ton of time anyway, because ledger attaching means ripping off the siding, double flashing, working with engineered silent floor joists that may be like OSB board and I-beams, complexity. You got to get that right. And you only really need to ledger connect when you're coming off of a walkout deck, say 7 or 8 feet up. In which case then, we would not recommend this to you. We'd recommend you go with a traditional concrete footing system. So hopefully that's explained the issue of frost. This will be buried in the frost, whether it's 24 inch or 36 inch. Even if it freezes to this length, only 24 inches with a 36-inch auger, it's still going to push everything up that's sitting on top of the surface. So that's the explanation. We've got them both lengths available for you depending upon what you need. Thank you for watching this video. If this was helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more content like this. For more in-depth articles or to check out cool new products, visit our blog or our store at DecksGo.com. And be sure to keep an eye out for us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest.